Jason Bourne, John Wick, The Equalizer. When you start martial arts, you kind of have this perception that if you train long enough and hard enough, eventually you're going to be like one of those guys. Then you get to your 30s, your 40s, or 19 with me, and your knees stop working. Or maybe it's your hips, or your back. Because of the way you trained, and you realize that all that's just an attractive myth. Just something that you wanted to be. It's not going to happen, so you'll just have to make do with what you have. But does it have to be like that? Do we have to hit the glass ceiling of our bodies failing on us prematurely, or of our athleticism being the only thing that can get us a little bit better than the other guy, and even that's not all that much? Where MMA guys, their careers end at 30 and 40 when their jaws or their staminas or their knees or what have you stop lasting through all 3 or 5 rounds anymore. Why does there have to be a stopping point? Why does there have to be a wall, a roadblock, a barrier, a glass ceiling that says you can't get further? But you can look at these people from hundreds of years ago who did and say, wow, I want to be just like him. Well, you're not going to be just like him ever if your body gives out before his did. Well, why didn't that old master's body give out? Why are these people that we see as beyond us, greater than us, better than us, so far and away different than us that we could never achieve what they do or did? Why does it have to be that way? Why does that have to be the norm? I don't think it does. I don't think it does have to be the norm. You just have to find a way of training, or a place to train, or a person to train you, or a system or a style to train in. You have to find a way to train that doesn't cap out that soon. You have to find a way to train that as you get older, the skills mature in you. And as they mature, you become better at them and better in them, and they make you better, not break you. I was 19 years old and I would fall. I would fall, not training, but at my work. I would do a shoulder roll and not be able to stand up because my knee had bent and it couldn't straighten. I was broken. I would never get to a place where I was dangerous because my training itself had stopped me. Does that sound like a familiar story? Maybe you've lived that story. Maybe you're past the point of no return in that story, and your knees are so destroyed that you've just accepted that as true, but it doesn't have to be that way. I'll tell you right now, in my mid-20s, my knees are better than when I was in my teens, my late teens. My knees are better, even though I weigh more, because I changed the way I trained. If the way that you're training is breaking you, if you see people farther along in what you do, where the training has broken them, I suggest it's time for a change. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful. Might be a little awkward. But if you make the change now, you'll save yourself a lot of pain down the road. If you do that, you might have a chance to break through that wall, to break through that ceiling, and to get the skills you really wanted when you first started. God bless you. I'm out.